lads and lasses, I've buzzed up my own intro. Great. Alright, lads and lasses, I'm Eccentric Racer, and I'm back on Forza Motorsport 4. Kind of meant to be continuing on the... I was meant to be doing Forza Horizon 5 this week, but on Sunday, you may have noticed I didn't upload King of the Mountain. The car we used was this, the Mach 1. Yeah, the audio was... Basically, you couldn't hear me whatsoever over that Mach 1. So, oops. Yeah, that's the reason why there was no video. So, yeah. You can call me a tool for that one. If you so want, it's up to you. Anyway, I thought, because, well, we've already sent it up. I will... It's currently in 9th place, behind the... sorry, only just ahead of the Honda Prelude, the Naughty's Prelude, with a 444.666. So, yeah, that is not a great time, not a quick one whatsoever. Barely quicker than the Prelude. It's only a second quicker than the Prelude. So, I was sort of thinking about what I'm going to do with the front-wheel drive cars. I think before I do anything, I'm going to send 1 or 2 more front-wheel drive cars up for Fukimi Kaido before I decide on a rule. Anyway, because I thought, well, you missed out on a Mustang, I'm going to do a different Mustang. I'm going to use the 2013 Mustang Boss. A car that is missing from modern Forza games, and I think it's an absolute shame that, yeah, no, it's not there. The 302, which, compared to the 429 Mustang Boss, we've got 444 horsepower, 384 pounds of torque, so we are a lot less torquey, but we are not that much lighter at 3700 compared to 3631, so a little bit lighter, a little bit more powerful, but a lot less torquey compared to GT500, which still survives to this day, I believe, in Forza. I was tempted to use that though, the 05, but I thought the Mach 1's close enough to a Boss in terms of age, so we'll use a Mustang Boss. Anyway, let's get this underway. First things first, let's put on race tyres. We will put on 315s at the front. We will go for 285s at the other way around. 285s at the front, 315s at the back. Oh wow, there's actually had some body modification. Oh, interesting. Of course I couldn't use that. What's that? Is that... I'm trying to view what that badge is. I don't actually know. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's going on. Wing. What spoilers does it get? Oh, I like that. That's a nice little one. Is that... I'm trying to see what that is at the back. The lighting isn't brilliant. For some reason, that kind of looks like Laguna Seca. I don't know. But we're going to put on the mighty rear wing. Let's have a look. What do you look like? Oh! That's pretty cool, actually. I kind of like that. Oh, it gets... Oh, no, that's just the... Well, just... I don't know. I do actually quite like that. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. Side skirt. Oh, yes! Want them. And, of course, we can have a lighter bonnet. Do you? Oh, you get rid of the stripe. No, I want the stripe. It's not going to help in any way, shape, or form, but I want the stripe. Interesting. This car starts off naturally aspirated. I could put on a twin turbo or a centrifugal. Kinda don't want either. If anything, I'd rather a supercharger. What engine can I get? Okay, I could put in the I could put in the stock car. I could put in a NASCAR engine in this thing. Okay. Cool. And of course I can make it 4-wheel drive. Right. Let's worry about gearbox later. First things first, let's put in a diff, race brakes. Yes, I'm going to want all of those. Right. What are we going to be saying weight-wise? Under £3,000 if I put that on. Oh, do I? Yeah, I think I am, to be honest. Losing £700 from that. Yeah, I think that's going to be helpful, and then I can take out even more weight. I mean, look at the weight from the exhaust. 2949 to 2890. That's, what, 60 pounds? Is it? Ah, maths is failing me. What am I trying to do? Yeah, it is. Close enough. Yeah, so we'll do that. We'll take out even more weight. Yes, I'm going to want all of that. Yes, making the car light as possible. And then I'll possibly have room for a gearbox. We'll put in Sport 1. And then put in a driveline. Ah, damn it. I can't quite put in a clutch. Flywheel? Are you good? Yes, I can take out another £3. Right, okay. There we go. That's more like it. Right. So this compared to the Mach 1. The Mach 1 had a lot more power. I think the Mach 1 was pushing out, if memory serves me right, that had to have an engine swap. And I think that was pushing out about 800 horsepower. On wider tyre... Actually, no, it wasn't. It was thinner tyres. Only 305s compared to the 315s we've got on this. And it was heavier, not by much though, about £2,900. So yeah, this could work. I said that about the Mach 1 and it didn't. But the modern Mustang, being a little bit lighter, bigger tyres, more modern shape, could possibly work. But there's only one way to find out, and that's to go up for Fukimi Kaido. Alright, here we are at the base of Fukimi Kaido, gonna have 3 attempts to beat the current rear-wheel drive leader, still being that Ford GT with a 436.5. Will this challenge it? I don't think so. That Ford GT was so goddamn planted. The closest rival to it was the Lotus Esprit, the scary Lotus Esprit. The Mustang, I don't know if it'll get close to it, but it could set something. I'm expecting it to go quicker than the Mach 1. I'm gonna set a baseline target of a 444. That and I'm hoping they should do better than that. Let's go see. 3 attempts. Sounds good, this thing though. Really does. Right, here we go. 3 attempts, and we're off. Go on, into second gear. A little bit of a very wheel spinny launch this time out as well. Yeah, we've got similar issues to the Mach 1 of huge amounts of oversteer and things like that. However, you know, it's not as bad as the Mach 1. As well, you know, I did say at the start of the series that I can't put on race front aero because the Audi Quattro didn't have tunable front aero, but it did have tunable rear aero, so that's kind of what I did to make things more balanced. 102 mile an hour I did see there, going over the little red drop there, the little red S's. That's pretty good. Oh, I am all out of shape in the Mustang Boss. Come on now. It should be faster than the Mach 1. I'd be really surprised if it wasn't. Because, well, this is easier to drive than it, but we've still got the controllability issues. I also did turn back on the controller vibration, trying to be a little bit braver on the brakes without locking the brakes by using the vibration. May have forgot the Xbox 360 doesn't have vibration in the triggers, so I've basically just turned it on to waste battery. So, you know, well done me. Also on the loading screen, the Ford Street front bumper kind of looks like it's got a mini race one, but of course that is not the case. Got to get it through the 4 hairpins now. Oh, again, lots and lots of wheel spin. Joel's going mad. As I'm just trying to get it up the hairpins. Oh, here we go, out the final one, and then just gently does it on the power, and then give it the full beans. Yeah, we've got we do have more acceleration in this, despite the less horsepower. Oh, the back end cannot do that flat. The back end does not have the rear grip at all. Okay, that is a definite concern. The fact we can't even take that flat out, and we're not even going 114 mile an hour. Come on now, come on Mustang, get up there. Oh, come on. Yeah, there we go. Right, into the second tunnel, in the fourth, we have to slam it on the brakes though. Huge sideways moments all around. Surprised the hasn't been any tyre smoke being kicked out as of yet. Well, I know there's been a fair few of it lower down the course, but up here it does surprise me. Come on, gotta try and keep the back end level. Really can't use all of that power, but I am sort of grateful that I didn't use an aspiration, because I didn't have a supercharger for the lower end stuff, and I didn't really want to have a turbocharger or centrifugal, both that work better at higher RPM. So that's why I left it naturally aspirated. It was decent through the Warful car park. That is me going on the power way too much. Whoa! God, it really struggles. I'm nowhere near full throttle, and I can only barely get the power down in this thing. Come on, get up. This, yeah, not even going to be challenging the Ford at the GT at this rate. Come on now. Need to seriously fight the car. Ugh. Come on. Oh no, that was awful on the brakes. Absolutely dreadful. And of course we're going to get huge wheel spin through the heading onto the back straight. Let's have a look though. What speed are we going to be getting? The Mach 1 was doing about 140. This is doing 143. Is it going to stop? Only just. But yeah, it's still not going to be enough. There are huge amounts of time to be gained this with this car. Oh god, come on. Don't be the first over 5-minute car, because that would be an absolute recipe for disaster. I'm not even going to do a sub 450 in this, I don't think. Just got one more corner to go. Come on now. Oh no, we're just going to. Only just though. There's so much time to find there though. 448.1. Nah. There's so much time to be gained there. I'm not even gonna debrief run 1 because it was terrible. Right, give your head a shake and let's try and get this wrestled up the second time. So now I know what the car is like. I definitely need to be more cautious with the throttle, and yeah, expect the understeer more. Come on now, let's get you up. That's more like it. Just gotta be easy with the throttle. I'm gonna be earlier on the brakes, earlier on the turning in, and then easier on the throttle. Oh, I say that, and the back end just lets go at the smallest incline, at just the smallest touches of the steering. Really have very little grip in this thing. Come on now. Gotta seriously be careful. Come on, Mustang. You're better than this. Yeah. Slam on the brakes. Get it round here. There we go. Right, and then I've got to really punch it. Try and get it up the pretty steep uphill sections. Right, okay, come on. There we go. Slow it down. Come on, be nice and steady. Let's not kick the back end out for too much. I can still hear. I'm going about, I don't know, like 40% throttle. And I can still hear the rear tyres just struggling for grip. Really can. But on the 4 hairpins now, this is not where the Mustang is going to like it, because it is all low speed. We've got those low gear acceleration to try and combat. So, you know, there is that. Come on now. Gotta seriously try now. Right, out the 4 hairpins. Better this time out. And then just, because we're in a straight line, I can just go onto the power. Right, okay. Let's be a little bit sensibler through there. Still hard to lift off because the back end was still letting go. Be a little bit earlier on the turning. A little bit too early there, but at the 50% hairpin now. Again, it's going to probably struggle. 40 miles an hour and just huge amounts of oversteer, but we are through relatively okay. Gotta seriously try and keep that back end in check on the brakes now. Put it down into second gear. See if we can do anything. Get it up this little section. The Mach 1 actually really did struggle with that one corner because well, what's it? It just could not get the power down, and that's the that is the concern. Oh, that was a mistake from me. I do not need to shift into first gear there. Round the waterfall car park. Better this time out. Just really, I've got to be so gentle with the power. Put you down into second. Get it round this hairpin. Back end starting to overtake the front. Come on now. Gotta really try and keep some sort of grip. Oh no, that's the back end letting go. Have to really throw the car at the wall to you know, just try and get the back end under control. Really wonky line there. Gotta still though be gentle, and there we go. When I can use all the power, use it. Now we've got to be nice and gentle. And now we're at the very long uphill straight, so 143 miles an hour was a little bit too much. Was asking a little bit too much, so I'll go 141, and that was too early on the brakes. Oh god, come on. Just a few more corners to go. However, Mustang Boss, you can do this. You can, well, you could, it's definitely been a better run than the first one, but is it going to be enough to beat the Mach 1 with that 444? This run, I don't think it is, but it was a better one. No, we are going to beat that 444 with a 443.4. So we are much better this time out. Right, still areas for improvement. So we're at sort of the 190E levels. If we can find a couple of tenths, we'll be beating that car, and we'll sort of yeah, if I'm reading the list correctly, which I believe I am. Oh crap. Right, okay, enough reading. Let's try and mess you up. This has been a awful first sector, trying to read my list correctly, so let's stop doing that now. Oh, I actually clattered the wall for that evil chicane for the first time. Right, I really can't push this car to the limits. Can I straight line it? There we go. 101 miles an hour. Still not as good as the 104. Oh, the understeer there was absolutely awful. There was so much of it. That really has put a damper on this run. I've got to really focus now. I can't push the car, because if I start pushing, that back end is just going to let go. It's just going to try and overtake the front, and that is what I can't afford. Again, dodgy through there. Still trying to hold whatever reminiscence of rear end grip I can. A little bit too early on the power, possibly. Shift down to second. Ease you into this hairpin. Gotta ease you out as well. Then when I can't step on the power, leave it in third gear, I reckon. 4 hairpins. Now, this is where it really does struggle. You can see that it really is struggling. Now now was not the time really to be experimenting. I've got to shift it into second and back down to first. Whoa, huge amounts of oversteer there. But let's get you out of the final hairpin. Use whatever power we can. There we go, accelerate you up to 100 miles an hour. I'm going to short shift into fourth. Try and keep some grip. There we go, still had to lift. But we did it at 113 miles an hour. But I still had to lift for the river chicane. Oh god, again, we are seriously struggling for rear end grip this run out. I don't think this is going to be better. I'm not even pushing the car harder. Come on. The 50% hairpin was a little bit on the dodgy side. Right, come on now. Slow it down. Try and keep the car under wraps. Just understeer the front end, not biting. Rear end as well, just not. Didn't have enough turning there for the rear end to try and overtake it. Leave it in third. Just try and put down what I can. Head up to the waterfall car park. Through the double left-handers. A little bit of a dodgy line for me. Oh, come on now. Here we go. Well, let's seriously try and fend it off. There we go. No, still can't push the car. Right, let's try and get this corner better at least. There we go. Rear end still stepping out, but managed to get the car under control in a much more timely fashion and a much more controlled fashion as well. Just still nowhere near full throttle until I have an opportunity to. Gotta try and get it through this hairpin before I can really give the car the beans. Here we go. Give it everything it's got. 130 into fifth. 141, but the back end stepping out on the just before the braking zone. Had to really slam on the brakes just to try and catch the car, because I don't really want to try and fight for control at 141 miles an hour, not on a mountain road. That is just asking for disaster. That's just asking for crash. Huge understeer through there. Come on now, we've just got a couple more corners. Ease on the throttle. Huge slide out the final corner. Just boot it and hope. Not enough. It was so close. 443.499 this time out. So I'm gonna do it a little bit differently because, well, I obviously pull out the leaderboard, so you kind of already know what time the car has got and what position it's going to be in. So I'm going to do things a little bit differently. Basically, you're not going to hear me talk about my thoughts of the car whilst looking at the image of the Audi Quattro. Instead, I'm just going to give you the times and give my thoughts on the car basically on this screen here. So you have the windy noise to keep you company. So yeah, that was not easy to drive whatsoever. It lands itself in 8th place. Just a little bit of a wonky final corner. It possibly would have been able to beat that 190e, but just a little bit too much for the car to handle. Was good fun though, but a huge challenge. It was easier to drive than the Mach 1 though, not by much, but it was easier. There was definitely a 442 in that car. I just wasn't able to get it, unfortunately. But there we are. It's, driver error, and I've only got 3 runs to do it. I can't keep going back and trying to improve. So that is unfortunately the way things are. Especially the first section was terrible. I easily lost probably a second from just that. However, that's going to be it from me. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I'd be highly appreciative if you did the stuff the YouTube algorithm likes, and also consider subscribing as well. I'd be incredibly appreciative of that. See, I'm even adding to the outro this time. However, that's going to be it from me, and until next time, ciao for now.